guys. So first up, I just want to apologise that it's quite late. It's not the worst it could be, I guess, but I usually film these and get them up for you, like on a Saturday. Today's obviously Sunday the 11th. But to be honest, life is a lot right now, and I needed to go out and have fun yesterday, so I didn't have time after work to do anything before I went out, essentially. So apologies for that. Another small thing I want to is it address? That sounds so serious, but like acknowledge is how shocking my nails are. They've definitely run the course, and tomorrow we are getting them taken off and put back on to like a mixture of Christmas and New Year, so like not red, festive, exaggerated, because for financial reasons and time as well, I don't get them done as often, so I need something that's gonna last. So you will see that in my next video, my next weekly probably. But anyway, enough of my rambling. So let's just get straight into it. Okay, so shaking. So we left off on Thursday, and Friday I had £2.49 come out. That was for my storage with Apple. I had to up it from the 79p it was on before, because loads of photos and videos. Apparently that's all you get when you have nieces and nephews. Then my parents came down because it was the boys' christening on Saturday. They came down Friday night, so I had a voucher from a giveaway I won, I should say, and I hadn't used it yet. And I thought, you know what, my parents have like been at work all day, they've travelled, they like a good roast dinner. In my household, like my parents' household, we used to have roast dinners every Sunday. So not a bit of me now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I have to appreciate a roast dinner, but my parents are still the same. So we went to a Toby Carvery, and I'm not gonna lie, it was the worst thing ever. And I will give you a little rundown. So basically, we turned up, there was no one at the like reception-y bit, so we were just waiting there for like 3-4 minutes, but it's fine, whatever. We get seated and given menus and stuff. Obviously it's pretty much you can only have you can literally only have carvery and a few other side dishes or whatever. I decided I did not want to go for like the traditional buffet type style that they do, and I wanted to get a Yorkshire pudding wrap that they do, because I've never had one. Sounded banging, so I ordered that. And obviously we ordered drinks and stuff. My parents came back from the buffet that they just got. I went and like sorted out the drinks, because it was a refillable sitch, apart from my dad's cider. And they were just like sitting, having their dinner. I was like, you know what, it's fine. Not ideal, obviously. You obviously all want to eat together, but it didn't bother me that they were eating their dinner before me. Then they finished their dinner. I'd actually messaged Jade from Abexma Studios when we first arrived, so I looked back at what time I sent her a message, and I was like, what the hell, it's been like 30 minutes, where's my dinner? So off I go to go ask someone like, hello, you forgot about me. Turns out it was either, I feel like they were just making excuses, but it was either that no one ordered it, aka it didn't go through, or there was something wrong with the receipts in the kitchen and they weren't printed out. So at this point, I'm just like, I don't like confrontation. So they were all like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Do you want to reorder? Do you want like complimentary desserts? Blah, blah, blah. And I was making a joke throughout my parents and me sitting down waiting for my meal. I was like, guys, you're gonna have dessert by the time my dinner comes out, you might as well. So I just decided I wasn't gonna have dinner, because at that point I'd gone past the point of being hungry. I just didn't feel anything, which was fabulous. So I ended up getting a dessert, as did my mum and dad. So mine and my dad's were the same thing. So they came out together, made sense, right? But we were eating, and I was like, "Where's mum's?" So me and my dad basically finished, and then I was like, "Mum, I don't think yours come in." So I then stormed to the front to pay, and tell them about themselves basically. And I was like, I'm ready to pay, but just to let you know, yet another thing hasn't arrived. My mom's been sat there and her dessert didn't come. So yes, I paid £1.85. I did have a voucher. So that was technically an unbudgeted spend, because obviously that wasn't in my budget, but my parents deserved a treat. And I wrote a scathing email / review to the company, and I want them to call me because I want to tell them about that branch, and I want to know what can be done. Like, that was terrible. It has been a week, so I'm probably going to have to follow up with another email, but I'm not normally a Karen, I'd like to point this out. But I just thought it was ridiculous. Like, imagine I was sat there with kids and they hadn't got their meal, or I hadn't eaten all day, which to be fair I hadn't, so, or I had like health issues and needed to eat. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'll stop rambling. So Saturday was the boys' christening, and it was also my dad's birthday. So I took my dad, he drove, but I took my dad to Costa and told him, get whatever you want, it's your birthday, I will treat you, because it's not really, it sounds horrible, but it was so focused on the christening. I was like, Dad, we're gonna like just leave the house, just me and you, like we're just gonna go Costa, you're gonna have what you want to have, and it's just gonna be a moment for you, because today's gonna get crazy. So I had a £5, was it £5? I don't remember. I had a voucher that I got when Top Cashback were doing their usual like get £2 back when you spend £5. So I used that, and he got a hot chocolate because everyone kept giving him coffee when we're in the house. Whatever, he chose it, it's fine. And that came out of my Monzo. Yeah, I'm trying to think of my words right now. So yes, I'm glad I did that. I also gave him his £50 for Christmas. I gave him the cash because he was planning on going to his favourite comic book shop, which warms my heart. Like, my dad is so cute. And I also gave him obviously his birthday money so he could do that, because we were discussing what to get him for those things, and he was like, oh, I might get some clothes, so I could get this, I could get that. So by me giving it to him, I'm not going to see him until 2023 now, which is insane. Obviously we'll like video chat and stuff, but in person won't see him. So I was like, hun, you do you, I love you, treat yourself. So that happened. And the only other thing was an unbudgeted spend of £7.99 through Apple, and that is because now I have my iPad, which I don't think I've actually shown. I don't know if anyone's interested. I feel like it's kind of like bragging, but for those who are interested. Oh wait, what was I watching? Oh no, it's fine, you won't see anything. Will you see anything? No, you won't see anything. So this is my, this is my iPad Pro, and yes. So yes, I basically am trying to make use of it in like all the ways I can. So I got, is it called Good Notes? And there are certain things you can't do. Oh, I should probably zoom back in. There are certain things you can't do without like the upgraded version. So I thought, screw it, I'm just gonna treat myself to that. So that was $7.99 basically, guys. Next up, we have a no spend day, which always brings me joy and happiness. So this Sunday, did we do anything? I'm trying to think. I literally don't think I left the house, which makes so much sense as to why I didn't spend any money. Monday, was I working? I'm trying to think. I can't remember if I was. No, it was literally this week. Why can't I remember this week? I was in the office Monday to Wednesday. Ignore me. I swear this video is all over the place. But I need to go to Sainsbury's because I needed to grab some bits. I don't have a Christmas jumper. Don't know if that's horrendous to people. I do now. So I went to Sainsbury's and picked one up, and I also picked up a small gift for a colleague as well, because we're having a Christmas fuddle in work this coming Friday. Obviously I'm going to be baking a whole range of things because apparently can life get any tougher for me. But yeah, I picked up a Christmas jumper. It was just the elf one. They were quite extortionately priced, I am not gonna lie, but I figured I ain't gonna get time to go into town or anything properly, so it was £25 unbudgeted. Fab. Note to self, budget for, actually I don't need to budget for it anymore, but you know, think about those things. Then, or as always, every week mini box came out, so that was £5. And I actually want to discuss this with you guys. So basically, I decided a while ago I was going to do the 100 envelope challenge. As you know, I did the 50, loved every second of it. Saw Victoria from Pinching the Pennies was doing 100 and was like, yeah, you know what? I know Vic does hers in legendary time because she's a boss. But I was like, I want to do that. Who doesn't want to have £5,000 at the end of it? But realistically, nothing's happening with it. So what I think I'm going to do is don't do the 100 envelope challenge, and my focus for the end of this year, I don't know if it's possible, guys, so it could be a little bit out of reach, but I'm going to use all the money that I've got saved already for the 100 envelope, and whatever £5 come out before then, I'm going to use it, take it out and put it towards my £20 and £10 savings challenges, because I want to not be in debt with myself. That's what I need to do. And I still technically owe myself about £1,500, which is what those challenges will equate to, because obviously I want to put the maximum of 4k in my lifetime ISA. I think it's in April when the financial year refreshes or whatever, so I get the maximum £1,000 from the government. So it is a big ask, but I figured I'm just spreading myself too thinly, and that challenge is not getting me at my best. So maybe at some point I'll do it, but I do also have another 50 envelope challenge for this year that I repurchased from Vic. So I'm excited for that. So that's the plan for anyone that was interested. Some of you probably aren't, but whatevs. Next up, we have some Amazon purchases. So basically, I don't know if you guys do this, probably not, you're probably way more organised than me, but it's always hard for me to know who to buy presents for in terms of like colleagues or friends, because it's not tit for tat, but also like with everyone's financial situation at the moment, I don't want to buy something for someone and them to feel pressured to get me anything back. And a lot of the time that's just what happens. Even if you say, oh, don't worry, don't get me anything, it's absolutely fine, you kind of feel like you're compelled, is that the word, to get something. So basically I grabbed just something small for my friend. I got her like the Chaser, Beat the Chasers, like a card game that she can take to her mum's house on Christmas Day. So that was £4.20. And then I'm her unofficial godparent to her child. So this sounds so mean, I kind of forgot that I would need to buy him a present for Christmas, so I grabbed him a bunch of stuff, some books, a new toy. He is a delight. So that came to 1916, but that has all come out of my Christmas budget. And now that I think about it again, because I'm stupid, I need to buy for my other godchild, and I don't know what to get him, and I feel like I also need to buy for his brother if I'm buying for him. So that's a whole nother thing, but we'll probably do it through Amazon, because as much as Amazon is a big machine and all the pay and stuff, or whatever else people say, right now there's so many strikes going on, and as someone who works in parcel management, trust me when I say I see hundreds and hundreds of problems every day with hundreds of parcels. So yeah, you can imagine how busy we are, and I am trying to do my best to ensure that everyone gets their Christmas presents. So yes, that's what I need to do. I will need to text my friend to figure out what they need, want, whatever. Then we had £3 come out of chip. Tuesday the 6th was another no spend day. Fabulous. Then, this is going to sound straight. Okay, no, it's not. So, I decided that for 2023, I wanted to travel more. And by that, I don't just mean take flights. I haven't really explored in general. So, I am starting in the UK. Predominantly because I don't have much confidence, and to be honest, I'm gonna be doing some of this alone. As you know, I'm a single Pringle, and I need to stop letting the fact that I have no one to do it with stopping me. So I'm gonna travel more, and I also want to try lots of new things and things that I've been thinking about doing or wanting to try for ages. So one of them is pole fitness / pole dancing, whatever you want to call it. So one of my friends, she currently goes to a class. She's already done their beginner class, so I know that they are good. And when I looked, they were doing one lesson for £10, or they did like a beginner kit thing, which is 3 for 18. So obviously I booked that, goes without saying. And my first lesson will be in January, and I might have to hit up D, because I feel like D might have tried it. I could be wrong. D, I'm going to be hitting up your inbox. What else did I do? Then I went to the corner shop, which I try not to do unless I've got cash. But with work being so busy, I realised that the only way I'm getting through this is with energy drinks, coffee and crap. So I did go to the shop and grab all of those things. Obviously in the corner shop, they only have card if it's like £5 or over. So I knew I had to spend it anyway. It was not a great responsible choice, but it's how I'm living life right now, guys. And then I spent £11.95. Okay, so this goes back to the whole Christmas thing. So I work with my boss and my boss's wife as well. She also works in my department. Bloody love her. He's amazing. So I got her some stuff, and I was like, oh crap, like I don't think he's gonna sack me, but I feel like I need to buy him something, because he's always one of these people as well that he'll like try his best to help you, and he has so much on his plate. So if anyone from work is listening, don't. But I got him, it's coming today actually, so I hope I don't interrupt this video. But I got him, it's like a card game, apparently it's what I go for. Sorry about that, guys. Can you imagine, after I've discussed the fact it's coming today, it came. So shall I open it now and show you? So it is called, you see, it's called More or Less, and he's like really into history. So I figured be something cute for him and his family to do, basically. Just something small. So that came to £11.95, and out of the Christmas envelope, which isn't actually doing as bad as I feel. I still need to figure out something to buy my work husband. And then I think I'm done. Yeah, I don't really know. Okay, we'll figure something out. Sorry, I was trying to think on the go. Right, next up, we have a few no spend days. Again, love this from me. So the 8th saw nothing, and so did Friday. Normally I'd stop here, but I feel like I'll show you what happened yesterday. So this first purchase, we're blaming entirely on Budget with Em, because she's got me like hooked on Goose and Gander and buying their stuff. So what I've done is done it again, and I've bought a tracksuit set, and with like a fleeced top, and again I picked a mystery item for £19.99 I think it was. And what else did I get? Oh, they brought back a sweat that I just love the look of, because it's very like wintry, whimsical, so I was like, I need that. And it came to a lot of money. So this is going in unbudgeted, but I know I have Christmas money, so it will be like out of that, if that makes sense. Also I feel like I need to be sponsored by them at this point, although no I don't, because Em has way more stuff than I do. Okay, then here I put bus chimes too, and that's because I went to the Christmas market with one of my nearest and dearest yesterday, and that was why I didn't film anything. So we got the bus into town because we were drinking and being responsible, you know. I haven't put anything there because I didn't buy an all-day ticket, because no one was really sure of our plans. We just knew we were going there. And it hasn't come out yet, so it's taken like 10p out each time I've tapped, but it'll come out, so when it does I will fill that in. Then I got the first round of drinks. So I started with a mulled wine, and she had a apple cider, like a festive hot apple cider, and that was £10, which we didn't think was ridiculous because it was in this massive like lodge thing, and we were like, great, can't wait to see the prices. So I mean, still quite pricey, don't get me wrong, but considering how much inflation could have been put on it, wasn't so bad. What I will say is all of the Christmassy things have been budgeted because I got money from a friend, so it will be cash enveloped, but yeah, in case anyone's wondering. Then we essentially started just jumping from place to place. So she paid for the drinks and shots in Slug and Lettuce, and then where do we go from there? Oh, then we met up with some friends, and they went off to go to a pub and watch the football. We decided we'd join them. We were just like trying to figure out what we're gonna do beforehand, but we took a pit stop to another bar. I picked up this round, I think we were back on, okay, so she got I'm getting this so mixed up. So we started, before we got the bus into town, we started with a Desperados, then we went to the market, had our hot drinks, Then we went to Revolution, and we went back to Desperados. Did we have a shot? Don't think so. And that was 11.70. After that, don't ask me why, but I was fully craving halloumi fries. So I got some. Bit of a rip off for £6, but trust me, there is nothing better than when you get a craving and you can satisfy it. So, and it had pesto on top, delish. And then we went to meet up with the friends from earlier, and we went to a little pub called Brickyard, and I bought me and my friend. I thought this was quite pricey, but we got 2 double and cokes, and we got a shot made up for us. So yeah, I paid for that. We did get like a couple of drinks from other people, and then from there we went to another bar-y place. It was a bit more lively, and yeah, I didn't have to pay for the rest of the night. It was just drinks and dancing, and then we got an Uber to the friend's place and basically played games, listened to music, still drank, and I didn't leave there and come back home until about 3 a.m. So I was out for a full 12 hours, and boy did I feel it this morning. But we got crap to do, so let's move. And then Chip came out and took a quid because I am not rich anymore. So yes, that is all of that. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna do my we're just gonna do our usual situation. So I'm actually gonna put £10 into the last £10, I should say, from baking, into the baking folder for the week. Like I said, we have the fuddle on Friday. I think I have most of the ingredients. I need to double check. Apparently, for the second week in a row, Aldi did not have any choc chips. And I mean, I don't particularly want to be spending like £1 on some choc chips that I can get for 60p if they're in stock, which they're not, which is rude. Anyway, so we'll pop that in there. With the weekly, because I don't want to continuously ruin the £5, I will not fold this one up. I'll just keep that one in there and just take this one as if it was last week's, which is still in there. And let's pop it in here. So yes, the £5 savings challenge is getting another £5. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, £25 in there now, which is decent. And then, like I said, I want to finish these. This one is quite close. I think I've got about, oh my god, I did write it down somewhere. Where did I write it? Here it is. Is it here? Yeah. So I've got £180 left to save in 10s and a beautiful £740 in 20s. So yep, I know it's a big ask to essentially save almost £1,000 in a month, but we are going to listen to Jade. And yeah, I won't be too hard on myself if I haven't done it, but ideally I want to. So we'll see if we can do it. So yeah, that is my weekly check-in, I guess. It's a really long one, so sorry guys, quite rambly. But I really hope you've enjoyed yourself. As always, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I will leave that here. And if you want to leave anything down below, suggestions, comments, opinions, that's fine. I will get through them. I've been really bad recently at responding, but when I film my next video, edit this, upload this, while that's all happening, I'm gonna reply to comments on my iPad, because I feel bad. I haven't connected to you guys in a while, and we're just gonna get back on track because I've got to do some overtime as well. But yeah, my next video I will be filming now, and that will be my opening of my The Aesthetic Budget haul. Plus, I'll probably just be chatting crap. So I hope you enjoyed that video too. If not, I will see you next week for my next check-in. Bye, guys.